how are you feeling today?
I'm good, thank you.
Glad to be here in Chicago with us?
Yes, it's such a beautiful city. Every single time, never gets old.
Can I tell you a story? I went to college at Spelman, and you came for our homecoming for the Neo Soul concert, and I was so excited to see you, but we had a play to go to because I was also a theater major. We rushed back from the Alliance Theater to make it back to Morehouse, and you were singing Fragile. You were like, la 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 la, oh fragile, thank you, good night. And we missed the entire show.
You heard the outro.
Heard the outro, and I was so sad. So it is an honor to be able to interview you in person. I'm glad you're here.
Appreciate it.
Now talk to me about your musical journey. I know that you started in church. Walk me through how you became a professional singer.
Oh my goodness, that was 750 years ago. I was 4 when I started singing in church, and then I went to school for vocal jazz. Through high school, we went to a lot of competitions, and then college, I studied vocal jazz. Also, once we got to the end of college, my love and I secured a record deal at Def Jam Records. That took me through the next 7 years. I was then with Motown Records, which was a part of the Universal umbrella, and now I'm on my own record label, which is Hipster Records, and they are signed to Carolina Capitol Records. So that is the long and short of it, the last 10 years of my life.
10 years, congratulations, that's a decade.
Yes, it is.
Talk to me about maintaining longevity. How do you do that?
You know what, I pace myself. Right? So I'm never too concerned with if everybody likes me at the same time. It's more about paying attention to the people that are paying attention, loving on them literally one person at a time. We did a lot of handshaking, you know, meeting people in their face, coming into people's communities, meeting mayors, going to community events, and just being a part of what's going on in the culture, in the streets, because I feel like that helped me to maintain a relationship with my fans, bigger than just the music, but with what's going on in their lives too.
And you've been able to reach people. You've been on a lot of different songs, from hip hop to neo soul. How would you describe the Chrisette Michele sound?
You know, it's a really hard thing to do because, like you said, it goes from the Aston Martin music to a song I did with Kim just recently, another one with Eric Benet, and then a song with Jay-Z and Nas. So, you know, how do you group that into one thing? I'm really an artist. At the end of the day, I don't really box myself into one category. It's very interesting though, because I have some fans who are cult R&B heads, then some who are cult soul heads, and then some who are cult hip hop heads, and sometimes they don't know about each other. And so I'll sing a song over here, and they'll say, "Well, why aren't you singing this kind of song?" So on Milestone, my next album, I plan to sort of bring a lot of those sounds together and let everybody come to the show together.
Now, your next upcoming album, talk to me about what you were going through to create the album and what type of experiences led to the theme and the tone of it.
It's crazy because this is a product of 3 times recording an album before coming to a final consensus of what I wanted to do. So the first time I said, I want to prove that I am a musician. So we brought every instrument possible into the studio and recorded to it. Then I said, you know what? I think I want to prove that I love the Lord. And so we brought all of my gospel friends, Molly Music, Kirk Franklin, into the studio. And then finally I said, I just kind of just want to sing. And I did. And I did what felt good. I did what felt honest. I did what felt simple. I did what felt true. And that's why the subtitle to Milestone is minimalism. Because I didn't work to prove anything. I worked more to play for the first time in a really long time. For the first time since I worked with will.i.am. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, because a lot of times, whatever piece of work that we do, sometimes we overthink it.
Overthink it. And we're afraid of judgment. We're afraid of what people will think. I was so afraid to tell my fans that I go to the club sometimes.
We all do though, right?
I don't know. People ask, oh my goodness, she's at the club. What's she doing at the club? Yes, Chrisette goes to the club and I party and I have a really good time. I was so afraid to say, you know, every day before I get on stage, I listen to Ashanti, or every day people just have all these ideas of who you are, and I was just kind of afraid to show them. So we started a vlog, richhipster.biz, and you can kind of see the inside journey of my life and how quirky I can be. And the album sounds like me playing, having a good time backstage.